everybody, so it's time for another wrap-up video. We're already in September. It seems like the summer, I have no idea where it went. It feels like it should be still June, but it's September, so I ended up reading 8 books in the month of August, 7 of which were YA. I ended up reading 1 biography as well, because I'm still working towards my goal of reading 5 biographies by the end of the year, and this is only my 2nd, so I've really got to start reading some more biographies. So the YA books that I ended up reading, the first one was Heartbeat by Elizabeth Scott, and that one comes out in February, so it was a digital ARC copy that I ended up getting, and I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. It was about this teenage girl, and her mother is being kept alive by machines because she's pregnant, and the girl's stepfather has decided that he wants to hopefully keep her alive long enough so that the baby can be born healthy, and the young girl does not agree with this decision. So it was a good book. It just kind of felt like it was a story that I've seen before on like TV shows and Lifetime movies, but it was still a pretty good and a pretty quick read as well. Then other digital copies that I have read this month: A Missing Piece by Beth, and it was also 3 stars out of 5. It's a contemporary book about this girl from Iraq who moves to this town in Texas, and the popular boy is dared to get this new girl to go to prom with him, and he's going to get a lot of money if he does. But the more that he gets to know her, and then the more that she gets to know him, they kind of find that they're connected in ways they never really imagined. So I enjoyed the plot of it. It just seemed like there wasn't a whole lot beyond that. It kind of moved really fast, and you know, their connection was just so fast. We didn't get that slow growth. So at times it was a little bit hard to believe that these two actually connected in so many ways. Then I read The Silent Swan by Keating, and this one comes out, I believe, September 10th, and this one was probably my favorite read of the month. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars, and it's a contemporary book, and what I liked about it is that it was told completely from the male perspective. The main character, Gabe, is one of 5 brothers, and their parents decide that it would be good for each boy to take a night of the week and cook dinner, and Gabe really cannot cook. So he decides that he's going to find this girl. Her name is Swan, and she can cook, so he makes this deal where he'll tutor her and she'll teach him how to cook. And I really did enjoy the slow build-up in this book, along with, there's a lot of baseball references, but at the same time not too many, so that somebody who doesn't know baseball all that much, like myself, didn't get lost. And I really enjoyed all of the sibling interactions between either Gabe and his brothers, or Swan and all of her brothers. So it was definitely an enjoyable read. The Titan's Curse by Riordan, and it's the 3rd book in the Percy Jackson series. I didn't find myself enjoying this one as much as I enjoyed the first 2 in the series. I only ended up giving this one 3 stars. The first 2, I really enjoyed the interactions between Percy and his friends, and I just felt like this book was kind of missing that in a lot of ways. There's this new character, or a couple of new characters that Percy is interacting with a lot, and I didn't find myself enjoying those interactions as much as the others, that with Annabeth and with Grover. But there is little things in this book as well that does move the series plot along, so it's definitely a series that I am enjoying, and I'm almost finished. 2 more books. I read Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins, which was 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed the different take on angels and demons in this book. I did find that there was a lot of kind of typical plot lines that were going on in it from other paranormal YA books. It ended up being pretty easy to guess some of the things that was going to happen, but I do look forward to reading the sequel to this book. Hard Bitten by Neill, which is the 4th book in the Chicagoland Vampires series, and this one was also 3 stars out of 5 like some of the others. And again, I found myself being able to predict a lot of what was going to happen. A series that I am still enjoying, even though I am finding it a little bit predictable. Requiem by Lauren Oliver, and this is the third book and the last book in the trilogy for the Delirium series. And I have to be honest, I found myself being very disappointed in this book. I only ended up giving it 2.5 stars. I found it a little bit hard to get into at first, especially when the last book of the series, Pandemonium, left off with kind of this big shocking cliffhanger, and then it took a long time for the action to finally pick up. There was a lot of walking and planning, and just by the end it didn't really feel like anything happened. It's not a book that I would really picture as a finale to a series, more like maybe the second last book in a series, and then kind of leading up into the last book that would have the real big showdown. But in terms of finale, it just kind of felt small. For the books that I plan on reading in September, I picked out 4. A lot of books that are coming out this month, and I'm probably going to be reading some of those ones. I just don't know which ones that I'm going to end up buying yet. I read Battle of the Labyrinth by Riordan, the 4th book in the Percy Jackson series. Perfect Chemistry by Simone Elkeles. Is that how you pronounce her last name? It's the first book in a series, so I am starting a new series. Perfect Ruin by Lauren Oliver. This is an art copy that comes out in October. Blood Promise by Richelle Mead. So this is the 4th book in the Vampire Academy series, and I have the Vampire Academy series on my list, as well as the Percy Jackson series on a list of series that I plan on completing before the end of the year. So this one and the Battle of the Labyrinth will get me a little bit closer to completing that goal. So that's all for now, and I will see everybody next time.